Hey everyone, how's it going? Hey Leon, how are you doing? Look at him. Oh, he doesn't want to look back. Well, whatever. How's everyone doing? We are back in Raccoon City, and the hard bit's over, right? We're on insanity difficulty, and we did the bit with Grace and the care center. Hi, Waylon. So now we've got all the guns, and we can parry our way to the end of the game. Won't be a problem. That's what I imagine. Oh wait, weapon ammo turned on. Whoops. Messing around. That's cheating. There we go. Right. Much better. No magnum ammo. One spare sniper rifle shot. Hey Zuixi. How's everyone doing? So yeah. Okay, we're actually looking pretty light on ammo. We've got a lot of shotgun ammo. And some pistol ammo. We got a whole mag of sniper. And one spare. Okay. Do we have any money? Oh, 16,000. Oh, I didn't do any shopping before I stopped last time. There we go. Okay. Once again, I jumped straight in because I didn't want to show off the main menu for people who haven't finished the game yet. When you finished it, there's spoilers on there. So we're just jumping straight in. I probably, after we've done this playthrough, stop worrying about spoilers. So if anyone hasn't finished the game and they are watching after that, you might want to wait till you finished it before joining, just because I'm not going to be avoiding them. To be honest, now I'm not hugely avoiding them, but a little bit of leeway. So we have done some upgrading. We could get some more damage on the hand. Wait, how much does that cost? 9,000. Yeah, more damage on the handgun. Can't afford that. Can't upgrade the clatter carbine, which is kind of good because it basically just comes fully upgraded. So that's fine. Got a little stars badge on there. Can't afford that. Can upgrade Requiem. Got no ammo for it though. And Redemption you can't upgrade either. Am I saving up for something? Is that why I've still left the money? Ooh, body armor level 3 is nice. Hey, wasn't me, mate. What bit am I at? So we've just got to Raccoon City. We're kind of at the start of East Raccoon City. So hopefully we can get through all of East Raccoon City today. Maybe even get into the central Raccoon City, but we'll see how that goes. Depends how hard it is. Are you still, I assume you're still avoiding spoilers as much as possible? Okay. I'm gonna get an upgrade. Upgrade the pistol damage, so it's actually somewhat useful. Yeah, I love this bit of the game. It's so... I mean, I love it, almost every bit of the game, to be honest. There's only one bit later on that I'm not a huge fan of on replays, but I love the oppressive feel of being back in Raccoon City after a bomb's gone off. I love the music of it. I like the nostalgia of it. And I also like the Leon's gameplay, right? It's some of the best action gameplay we've had. It's very similar to Resident Evil 4 Remake, which was my favorite action gameplay before this game. And maybe still... I don't know. I still can't decide if I think Resident Evil 9's Leon gameplay quite ever hits the satisfaction of Resident Evil 4's gameplay. I'm still undecided. They're both very, very good. You got spoiled about the Wesker knockoff. Oh, Xeno, yeah. He's cool, but it's a shame he got spoiled because I wasn't expecting that, and it was a good little surprise.
Should check the camp some more.
Oh my god. Leon, we checked the camp enough. Yes, there you go. Now you've read the note. Yeah, I don't mind I mean, we still don't really know what Xeno is, do we? Like, completely. Is he a clone? Is he another Wesker child? Like, just the one that we thought was dead and came back? Like, who? We don't really know what he is. But we know Wesker was in contact with the Connections, so if anyone's going to have a weird Wesker clone, it'd be them. Ah! Oh god, I've been playing around with some of these settings, trying out other things, and this is not how I want it. There we go. Don't like the first person very much. Not for me. That guy's got a gun. Can't hit anything. Take a lot more to stagger on this difficulty. Time to reload. Parries are going well so far. Parries are going. I mean, I probably shouldn't say that. I'm going to jinx it and then mess the next one up. But so far, right. Oh. Oh dear. Leon, sharpen your axe. Use that reused Monster Hunter animation. I saw when this game was like not out yet, but there were review copies out. I saw people being like, "Hell for the like this time the Resident Evil engine's actually well optimized," and I'm like, I've played all the Resident Evil games. And this feels like one of the best optimized, like always has felt like one of the best optimized engines I've ever played on. And I was shocked to see people saying like, "Oh, it's like it's new that it's well optimized." I'd forgotten that Monster Hunter, because I'm not really a Monster Hunter player, I haven't really played those games, was on the RE engine and came out with lots of performance issues. So I guess people who had been playing that had were like, "Oh, this one actually runs quite well." Surprised when pretty much all the Resident Evils have run very well. At least for me. I do have quite a high-end computer, so could just be down to that. I got one bullet left. Oh my god. I hit hard. That's the first parry I've missed, and that did most of my health. Yeah, I thought there was still someone with a gun out there somewhere, so I've been hiding behind these like walls. Where am I ranking Requiem on the tier list? Oh, it's a good question. I will make a video about that on Manbland. I will make a video of adding it to the tier list. I really like it. I definitely think it's... I don't want to say too much. Well, I won't watch the video. But I think it's very high up. I think it's very high up. I think it's my favorite new Resident Evil since the original Resident Evil 3. So if you're like not including remakes, this is my favorite new Resident Evil game. But the 2 and 4 remakes are very good. It's up there with them though. It's somewhere around there. I haven't quite decided where. But it's comparable to the 2 and 4 remakes in terms of quality for me. I think if you're comparing Grace's section to Resident Evil 2 remake, it never quite gets to be as good as Resident Evil 2 remake did. And if you're comparing Leon's section, oh, whoops, fell down. And if you're comparing Leon's section to Resident Evil 4 remake, it might never quite get as good as 4 Remake did either. But the fact that it has both of them is a big plus, because it means like it hits both of those sort of like they're both my favorite games, right? They're 2 of my like favorite games, and it's got a bit of both of them, so that kind of makes up for the fact that it never quite reaches the heights of either of those 2 games. The fact that it has almost does for both of them, you know? I'm just playing with this guy now. I should. There we go. Felt a bit mean about that. About just playing with that zombie for so long. Sharpen your axe, Leo. We're gonna need that. And also, there are some things in this game that are good that aren't in 2 or 4 remakes, that are just new to this game that are good as well later on. What's the unlockable situation like in this one? It is my favorite system. It actually draws from Resident Evil 3 Remake the most for unlockable system, which is my favorite system they've ever done, where you have a whole list of challenges that give you a certain amount of points. Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you the points they're worth once you've unlocked them. But, yeah, obviously I've got 20,000 left over, and that's just after I've bought everything. And then you choose what you want to buy with those points. So if you want to save up for the really expensive infinite ammo and make all the other challenges super easy, like some people do, you can. Or you can, like, yeah, it costs 50,000, so that's very expensive. Or you can do what I like to do and buy all the lower cost ones first and work your way up to the better ones as you do the harder and harder challenges. So I really like the unlockable system in this one. It was really fun to just start unlocking a few pistols and things and work my way up to infinite ammo as I did harder challenges. I had a good time with it. And also, one little detail that's really nice is that you can complete challenges mid-game, go into the special content menu mid-game, unlock something, and then just go to your box and it'll be there. You don't have to like quit to main menu, reload your save or anything. You can just be like, oh, I just like completed a challenge. I'll quickly buy the Freya's Needle for Grace, and then it'll just be in your box when you go to the box, which I thought was a nice little quality of life thing. Oh, we got some handgun ammo. We can shoot that down. I don't know why I'm saving the shotgun ammo. I should probably be using this more. This shotgun's insanely good. I should not be saving it. Grace or Leon? Oh, the game wouldn't work without either of them. Like, if you took out either of them, the game would be worse. If the game was just Leon's section the whole time, it wouldn't be as fun. If it was just Grace the whole time, it wouldn't be as fun. Having said that, since the game is mostly Grace at the start, and it's quite low ammo and probably more difficult, it does make Leon feel like a bit of a reward once you've beaten Grace, I think. It's like, oh, you've done all the difficult survival horror game. Here's Leon with the ability to parry, kick, and use all the weapons, fight all the cool bosses. But that only works so well because you played as Grace for so long.
What? That's impossible.
Which was also fun in its own way, with the ammo management and resource management and low inventory space, puzzles to solve. I think I enjoy playing through Leon's sections a little bit more on replays, but the game needs them both. The game would feel weird without either of them, and I enjoy playing through both of them a lot. Every time so far. Well, I don't know what playthrough we're on now, like 10 playthroughs? And I'm still enjoying both of them just as much. Yeah, zombie outbreak for him is just a regular Tuesday. Yeah, and yes, it makes sense that Grace, who is new to this, is
For the detonator somewhere around here.
not so experienced and struggles with the just fighting regular zombies. A zombie turning into a blisterhead in Grace's campaign, especially on insanity difficulty, but really on standard as well, is like that can like lock an area off limits to you. Like, oh, there's a blisterhead there. I can't go there now. Not until I've got like
Sheriff,
way more ammo or
distributor.
I've made an injector or something like that.
Detonator for that gate.
That ruins your day, a zombie turning into a blisterhead when you're playing as Grace.
Position.
With Leon, it's just a simple parry and execution. You don't even have to use any ammo
Should have
to
the
kill a blisterhead. So you really feel the difference between the two's like skills and capabilities, which is really good.
relays over there, huh? That should be a fun trip. Got the
Get a move on, Leon.
parts. Gonna collect them now.
Got places to be.
I'll look into the BSAA in the meantime.
Oh wait, shop. Shop. 20 kills, 26,000 points. I do wish you got a bit more money in this, because you can never fully upgrade all your weapons in a playthrough. Like, and when I say all your weapons, I just mean the ones that are like the ones you've picked to use for this playthrough. You can rarely upgrade all of them in one playthrough. And they don't carry over like in Resident Evil 4 and 8. I don't know if everyone noticed that on New Game Plus in this one, you only have your unlockables. Your previous inventory doesn't carry over. More damage is good. Should focus on these other guns. Get the shotgun up. I wish you could turn off the little charms. As in, like, I could put the charms on to get the bonuses they come with, but remove them visually, because I'm not really a fan of charms on guns. Guess you can't really see them that much in third person anyway. Get a few more upgrades for this. You only want to buy weapons from creeps. Yeah, we need a little a dude here who's saying thank you every time. I think the BSAA boxes should have a like an AI voice. And it should be like he. Thank you, stranger, every time you close the shop. I hope if they ever remake Resident Evil 5, and I don't know if they will, but if they do, I hope they kind of lose the idea of it being like chapters, so it's like one playthrough, kind of similar to Resident Evil 4, and they replace the shop in between each levels with the merchant. I'd like to see him back in Resident Evil 5 remake, if we get one. The Merchant and the Duke are top tier characters. Will we ever find out what the Duke is? In the end of Resident Evil 8, Ethan's like, "What are you, Duke?" And Duke's like, "I'm not even sure myself." And then we just never hear anything more from it. Strange, but it's like it's things like that where the Duke's there for gameplay reasons, right? Like he's not there for a story reason, and then Ethan kind of breaks that illusion by being like, what are you, Duke? Why are you here?" And then he's like, "Yeah, I don't know." And now I feel like they've got to explain it. They broke that illusion of just being like, yeah, he's just here for gameplay reasons by having Ethan ask. Now I want an explanation. I love blood splatters in this game. I love that they are like persistent. Like once you create blood in the game, it's there for the rest of your run. And It makes a lot of it. I think that's really cool. It doesn't like clean itself up or anything. And especially in Raccoon City, which is purposefully quite a bland color scheme. When you go through an area and you're wiping out the zombies, spraying bright red blood all over it, it brings color back to Raccoon City, which I think is really cool. Not that the blandness Raccoon City is a bad thing. I think that's exactly how it should look after being completely blown up. Alright, got a bit of a mini boss here. Blisterborn. Might be quite tough, we'll see. I do have a bit of Requiem ammo actually now, let's reload that. Leon, switch gun, yeah? I can take a lot more punishment on this difficulty as well. Oh, he's... I mean, the parries worked, but they weren't executions. I think I'll check out Pragmata. No, I don't think it seems like my kind of thing. I'm glad that a lot of people who tried it liked it, but it doesn't... I don't think it really appeals to me. A lot of, like, hacking mid-combat, right? And stuff like that, which, yeah, I don't know. The zombies really like old corpses. Yeah, the zombies have all been... Like, they've been rotting here for 28 years. And it shows. Oh, nice shot. God damn it. The thing about Blisterborn, so this is a Blisterborn. It's like the next stage up from a Blisterhead. And the thing that makes them so tough isn't that they're tough, which they are. It's the fact that when you pop those little weak spots on them, which does a lot of damage to them, it sprays out blood everywhere, and all the corpses that get caught in that blood turn into Blisterheads. So then you can get swarmed by Blisterheads. So all these zombies are going to be getting up as Blisterheads probably very soon. Oh, is that one shot on this difficulty? Oh no, we're good. It does look like a bloat from Last of Us. I thought that as well when I first played it. Okay, he's dead. I've only got one Blisterhead to deal with? Okay, that's not too bad. That's not too bad. Maybe two. I think I can hear a second one. He doesn't know I'm here. I don't know how he doesn't know I'm here. Makes him easy to deal with. Oh, he doesn't know either. That's 2 free kills. Would you look at that? Oh, please. Let me just get rid of these Blisterheads that I haven't used any ammo. Nice, 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 nice. I need some lighter ammo to blow up that thing with. I don't want to waste like a shotgun shell or a sniper rifle bullet. There we go, that'll do. Excuse me. Oh, two of them. All the blood! Oh, my axe is broken. Oh no. I wasn't ready for a broken axe. Oh, I didn't mix my herbs. That's on me. Never raised my mic, change cause when I mute. Yeah, just it's more of a visual cue for me, so I can normally I've still messed up a few times. I can normally tell if I've left my mic on mute. It doesn't glow. Oh, we got Mr. Tracking module. Oh, I need to move this some more, that's why. Okie dokie. Herb, we need that. Can I mix it? Yeah. More rifle ammo. More machine gun ammo. Very nice. It's a shame you've had so much spoiled for you now, wasn't me, mate? If you've had Xeno spoiled and another returning character. Well, I guess Xeno's not really a returning character, but you know what I mean. The other big returning character. It's kind of a lot of the big twists. Sorry to hear. You don't mind it's only months? Well, that's good. I'm glad you're not too upset about it. I was so worried I was going to get spoiled before I finished it. I really didn't want to get spoiled. I saw one. Ooh, I saw one thing before I started, which wasn't too bad, but I haven't actually mentioned it here, so I'm not going to say what it is, in case you don't know that either. But it wasn't a bad one. Climby, climby, climby. Do we have the ammo for this? Oh yeah, we'll be fine. Loads of shotgun ammo. Maybe it's time to actually start using the shotgun. Nice. Oh god, that's the second one. You would have been pissed if it was before you started the streams. Oh, yeah. I guess that would have been even worse because you wouldn't be seeing any of the game. Yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Glad you're enjoying the streams. I'm enjoying playing it. It kind of sucked that I was not well this week though. I wanted to do extra streams than normal, and I felt like I was barely able to keep up with doing the regular ones because I was just not very well. It was the worst week. Oh well. These things happen. The same thing happened with Silent Hill 2 as well. That annoyed me. I was not well the week that Silent Hill 2 remake came out, which kind of sucked. I wasn't streaming back then though, so it didn't affect streaming. It was just annoying to not be ill. Annoying to be ill when you're playing like your new favorite games. It's alright though. Sure, I'll play it many, 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 many times afterwards. while I'm well. None of these guys are noticing, which is this. Just able to run up behind them and execute them. Okay, these guys have noticed. Oh, we'll let him come over here and swing this concrete into his face. Oh, he's still not dead. The amount of like environmental stuff you can do as Leon means you can get through so many zombies without using any ammo sometimes, which is really nice. Oh, we need to heal. Let's use that. Very good. Kind of sad Leon can't make med injectors like Grace can. Because med injectors are really useful. Disintegrate that guy. Got a blister head forming up there. Maybe we can take him out before he jumps down. Oh, where did he come from? All right. Gonna break my axe. And that guy's turning into a blister head as well. Yeah, sharpened it in time. Does he know I'm here? This guy's dumb. Sure. There's this stuff the pretty gruesome death animations for Leon they had in 4. I would say Resident Evil 9 has the most gruesome death animations we have seen for a long, long time. They are pretty gnarly. they're good though. Hey Gotchi. Yeah, no, the death animations are really, really good actually. I think some of the best death animations before were actually in like the older games on PS1. I think that's some really cool ones there. And then Resident Evil 4 original had some decent ones as well. And then I kind of think they trailed off with sort of 5, 6 remakes, 7 and 8. But these ones are really good. These are some of the best death animations we've seen in the modern Resident Evils. But obviously you won't see any on this stream, right? Oh, wait, ignore the death counter for a sec. You won't be seeing any of them on this stream. Because I'm too good. Those 32 deaths were me showing off the death sequences. Yeah. Yeah. That sounds right. I didn't ask you, well, man, Bland, are you planning to get Pragmata? Is that something you're interested in? Another game where you gotta protect a kid throughout the game. Seems to be a genre now. Yes. They the scene where Xeno kills Leon is pretty cool. And yeah, it's kind of just a death scene really. They weird that they kind of play it off as an alternate ending when it's clearly just a failure state. I'm checking out Resident Evil tomorrow, and yeah, Pragmata seems like my rubbish. Nice, nice. Well, let me know how it goes. If you like it, and you think I might like it, then maybe I will give it a go, but as it stands at the moment, I'm not really planning to get it. Where's everyone? Yeah, where's everyone going? The BSAA soldiers play bingo as well. Oh, let's take them out while we're far away before they notice us. Oh my god! On insanity difficulty, they can just tank a sniper rifle shot to the head. Oh my god. Okay.
Send some footage your way, Sherry.
What the hell?
The guy at the end, white suit. Can you find anything on him?
Yeah, hold on. The
Too
database
bad.
is coming up empty.
So there are ghosts involved.
Wasted 2 shots on that first one, but nothing on the second one. Right, where to first? So we've got all of East Raccoon City at our fingertips. You can kind of do this from now on in any order, from up like for the bomb. I feel like we should get the mortar section out of the way, because that's by far the worst one, in my opinion. Worst is in like most difficult. Probably should lower this so we've got a shortcut back to the save point as well, actually. So on the Resident Evil portal on ResidentEvil.net, there are apparently 4 rare deaths in this game, and I only have 2 of them, and they're by far the most common of the rare deaths. There's one for getting hit by the big digger that zombie's driving early on. And there's one that's getting caught in the meat grinder. And there's 2 others that I have no idea what they are, and they're actually, like, very few people have them. And I kind of want to find what they are, and I wonder if it's something like that where we just drop that big, like, girder as, like, a bridge. Is there a way to, like, get Leon caught under it or something? There's boxes you shoot down as well? I don't know. There's a few different things it could be, and no one seems to know what they are yet. Even though some people have them, no one's posted them online. Alright, let's finish upgrading this pistol's damage. And the sniper. Well, I mean, it's not finished, but give it an upgrade. Kind of want to save up for the shotgun damage. Yeah, I think we'll just leave it there. Should repair my armor, though. I keep forgetting about the armor repair. Cool. Okay, let's go deal with some mortar zombies. That guy didn't see me. He didn't. It's one if Leon will play bingo since he's around that age. Yeah, he's getting there, isn't he? Oh my god. You said press X and press click to do an execution. Where's the execution? Problem solved. Leon, what do you think of bingo? He seems uninterested. He's got a lot going on. Maybe he doesn't have time for bingo.
Damn, they brought in the big guns.
Maybe this will do when he retires. Go to church and play bingo. With Ada. Herbs. Herbs. Stacked hand grenades. I like to stack all my hand grenades because they take up less inventory space. And they do more damage. Leon clearly jet skis in his spare time. That, well, he must do. He was pretty good at it in Resident Evil 4 at the end, wasn't he? He knew what he was doing. You like thrill rides? I love them. Oh, I didn't unlock the door. There's a shortcut around here that I always unlock, and I have no idea why it even exists, because I don't know why you'd ever use the shortcut, considering you have the one there with the crane. That's easier to use. But I always unlock it, just in case, you never know. Might come in handy one day. Leon, you're so cool. Don't have a crank. You have a gun? He doesn't have a gun. Open fire anyway. Nice. I wonder how long... it probably told me in a note and I've forgotten, but... I wonder how long ago the BSAA were here. Is this like a recent thing, or is this like they came 20 years ago? So far, have you heard any good one-liners from Leon? I've heard many good one-liners from Leon. We've got a few good ones coming up still, but my favourite one is when... It's actually quite at the start, my favourite one in this game. Yeah, is when Victor Gideon's kind of kidnapped him. And he's like... What does he say? He's like, we're going to give you some special treatment or something. And then Leon looks at him and goes, the silent treatment, I hope. Because he's had enough for Gideon talking. That's a good one. It's a cheesy one, but it's a good one. And we've got a few more that are coming up soon. Yeah. Crank. Smart zombie walks out carrying a bomb while Leon Kennedy's around. Leon Kennedy would shoot dynamite out of villagers' hands. So a big glowing bomb, you think you're going to get away with that? Maybe we asked Gideon if he's brushed his teeth, yeah. And Gideon's like, do you have any questions for me? And he's like, I have one. When was the last time you brushed your teeth? Silly Leo. He probably could have got some useful information in that cutscene if he'd actually asked questions rather than aura farming. But, yeah.
One part should be just up here.
It worked. Nothing up here. Oh, you're a bit dumb. Getting up right next to an explosive barrel. It's only going one way. Look at that blood. I know this makes me sound a bit like a spoiled Resident Evil fan, but I guess that's what we are at this point. We're spoiled Resident Evil fans. I kind of want to see like Resident Evil 2 and 3 and 4 remake where they've got these this blood technology splat all over the RPD and Raccoon City and whatever else. I guess it'd be a little excessive to do a whole remake just for blood splat technology and some cool new gun animations and stuff, but maybe one day when there's enough improvements to be made, we'll get another remake. And there'll be blood splattering everywhere. He'll do his like little gun animations where he holds it close when they're close and does different reloads depending on the situation. Mortar time. An Operation Raccoon City remake. I mean, if they've remade Operation Raccoon City in the RE engine and removed some of the focus on fighting other humans, I would love that, to be honest. You don't want to end up like Last of Us, where the first game had 3 different remakes. Well, yeah, I guess. But I don't know what to tell you. I just want more Resident Evil all the time. Oh, that's not good. No, you're right. It doesn't need it. Oh, Leon's alive? I thought we were dead. I think this is going to have to be a death. Go on, let's... Give me a death animation. Wow. What a good one. Smacked with a gun. To be fair, I think Grace has more of the good death animations, to be honest. More bit can be a bit tough. A 5 remake? Yeah, 5 remake could be cool. I'm undecided on whether I'd want it to be co-op again. What I really want, and I said this when 4 remake got Mercenaries, I really want Mercenaries to stay co-op. So that gives something to play with friends, but lets you keep the single player campaigns as well made as they are. So I feel like something is lost in Resident Evil games when you make them co-op. But then some things are gained as well, I suppose. Just a trade-off. Oh! Now, Leon can parry bullets, I've heard. I'm gonna give it a go. Whoa! You okay, buddy? Okay, he's alright, he's alright. I'm gonna try and parry some bullets. You ready? I didn't do a very good job. I'm gonna try again. Damn. Who would have thought that the timing on parrying bullets is difficult? Resident Evil Reverse game had potential, but it's just buggy and not. I really didn't like Resident Evil Reverse. That was one of my least favorite attempts at a multiplayer game, in my opinion. I played, I don't know, I think I played like 3 or 4 games of it and just was like, nah, this isn't for me. I did Resistance. I did Resistance a bit more. I thought Resistance was okay, where you got to play as like the mastermind, but I don't know, those sort of games aren't really for me anyway. I'm not the target audience for that. Right, let's take this guy out. There is a Code Veronica Easter egg in Requiem. Yeah, they the wine bottle that's called like, it's like an anagram of Veronica, but I can't remember what it is now. Yes, I do think Code Veronica is probably next on the remake list. Vernico, that's it. HD Steve! Father! God, Steve is one of the worst characters in Resident Evil. I hope he is completely changed. I hate Steve so much. You'll only slow me down, Claire. Such a whiny voice. Can't believe Steve Hate is still running. Are you a Steve fan? Was it me, mate? Steve is... Oh, Steve sure is someone. I think Code Veronica has some potential. I think, if done right, Code Veronica could become one of the best Resident Evil games we've played, but it needs to be remade right. Steve was the first Resident Evil character you ever heard of. That's crazy to me. Was Code Veronica your first Resident Evil? Five has some pretty bad ones too. Are you thinking of Irving? Yeah. Irving's pretty crazy. I don't know, I feel like Irving has some... Like, he's like a funny villain to laugh at least. Whereas Steve is just annoying, and Claire then kind of like almost falls in love with him, and it's like, Claire's such a cool character, why would she like stoop to that level of this annoying guy who's like just kind of being mean to her, like throughout as well, like pretty misogynistic towards her, if anything, to be honest. Every bad guy outside of Wesker in 5 sucks. Even Excella, she has like 3 lines. Excella, Irving, well, Spencer's in, well, no, not really, I guess. There's not really that many villains in 5 other than Wesker. I do think Irving's funny, though. Won't you two just die already? You're making me look bad. And then he turns into a big fish. He's a businessman with standards. He sure is. And what about, like, one of the best bad guys in Resident Evil 5? Jill Valentine. She's pretty cool. She's got a cool battle suit on. She's doing like, acrobatics. Has a weird plague doctor mask for some reason. Her story is very confusing. It's not that confusing. She got captured, but her and Chris went to the Spencer estate. Jill got captured by Wesker. He dyed her hair blonde and gave her a skin-tight suit, put a thing on her chest that makes her obey him, and expected everyone to be fine with that. And now she doesn't age because of that. No, actually, at least because of the T-virus vaccine. But now she doesn't age. Evil mind control crystal on her chest, yeah. The change with Jill from RE3 to RE5 was so odd to me. What, like visually, where they just like changed her to blonde for no reason, or just like her character in general, where she does seem less, she seems a bit more helpless, even after you've like rescued her. She seems a bit like she's supposed to be like one of the cool badass members of Stars. Like she does seem a little bit less capable in 5, I thought. But not by much, to be fair. Well, she's really cool in Lost in Nightmares, and I love Lost in Nightmares in 5. It's my favourite DLC for that game. Wesker tried hardest to recreate Rebecca. Oh, I love the Wesker's obsession with... Well, Wesker, it was just one picture in his drawer originally in the original Resident Evil 2, and now there's just this whole... It's become like a thing that he's obsessed with. I love that that's kind of like taken off, and they even do it. They continue it in this game as well, and they did in the remake of 2, 0, where they just gave a Wesker mode for some reason. Lost in Nightmares is the one you can play with tank controls and fixed camera angles. I don't think that's the best way to play it in the slightest. They're not well implemented in my opinion, but I think the scenario itself is really good. There's been 3 different games that pass footage of Rebecca. Yeah. Yeah. They're keeping it going. And in 0 you can use that costume. Wait. So that was a cheerleader costume. Or is it both? Might be both. I can't remember now. I have to do a 0 stream. Hello, zombie. Oh my god. Didn't get staggered at all. Sorry. They're doing alright, actually. Insanity mode. Schminsanity mode. Too easy. Too easy. Any loot for little old Leon? Leon loves loot. Oh, we didn't get the loot that dropped from the box. I shot it down in like the skylight on the mortar section. Wait, did I? Oh dear. I was too busy chatting with you guys. I didn't actually pick up the key item from the mortar section. We need to go back and grab that. That's fine. I'll take a sec to run up there and grab that. Good job I like noticed that though. Otherwise, I've been running around for ages being like, what am I missing? Is it called Insanity Mode because it makes you insane? Is it Insanity Mode because Resident Evil hard difficult players are insane? I would say Resident Evil hard difficulty players are perfectly normal people, whoever they are. Ow. So it must be the first one. It must make you insane. Rifle ammo. Have I played the mode in Dead Space where I can't save? Yep. What's that called? What is that mode called? I think it's called Impossible or something. Something that's clearly not true. And that's really not that bad. I gotta say, I did that first try. I didn't die once on that one. Dead Space 1's no saving mode. There are modes in Resident Evil that are way harder than that. They obviously don't lose as much progress, but they're a lot more difficult. All right, fellas, calm down, calm down. The Dead Space one's actually quite relatively easy. Like, it gives you no saves, but it's not like super difficult. RE2 insanity and a broken controller sacrifice for me. Oh my god. That's not. I was gonna say Resident Evil 2 is also one of the easier ones, so maybe maybe I should shut up. Resident Evil 7 and 2 aren't too bad. 3 remake is fine up until the last boss. The last boss is super hard. It's one of the hardest bosses in the franchise. 8 Village of Shadows is really tough. I have a video of that on my channel, which I did the whole stream of Village of Shadows not using infinite ammo, and my god, that mode is clearly made for infinite ammo, because I think I had 95 deaths by the end or something. It was ridiculous. It's tough. Resident Evil 8 Village of Shadows is really hard. I like that one. Resident Evil 4 Remake Professional. Professional's tough because on that one, manual saves only, and parries only work if they're perfect. So that's quite tough, but it's good fun as well. It's not as bad as Village of Shadows, but it's good fun. I gotta tell you, one of the toughest ones I did was Evil Within 2 on the hardest difficulty, when you get like 3 or 5 saves. I can't remember how many it is. Evil Within 2, that's a hard one. Took me a while. I remember one of my saves, in fact I did my first save of Evil Within 2 on the hardest difficulty. My first save was before the artist fight, and I was on that fight for like a day. I was so glad I used my first save. That when I originally did it, I was like, should I save before the fight or should I save after the fight? Because if I die after, I don't want to redo the fight. Where should my first save be? And my first save was like, okay, I'm going to do it before the artist guy. And my lord, I was on that fight for multiple hours. And I was like, I'm so glad I used my save for this fight, because this would have been infuriating otherwise. I mean, it was pretty anger-inducing anyway, but it would have been so much worse if I'd lost the whole game's worth of progress. Yeah, there's so many things get instant killing Evil Within 2 as well. That is very true. Yeah, Evil Within 2 is that was a tough one. That was really hard. Actually, the worst thing about Resident Evil 2 Remake isn't playing it on hardcore. It's doing the Ghost Survivors mode. What's it called? The one where you play as the sheriff. Anyway, you gotta get like 100 kills as the sheriff. Playing that and trying to unlock the cat ears, you can only use 60 pistol bullets. That is the hardest thing in Resident Evil 2 Remake by far. That's way worse than the campaign on any difficulty. It's way worse than Tofu mode. It's way worse than Hunks mode. It's tough. Good. Yeah, actually, yeah, no, to be fair, if you're talking about getting an S+ rank in Resident Evil 2, that is also very tough. I would say it's still not quite as tough as the 60 pistol bullet limit on Ghost Survivors, but yeah, the S+ rank, that was a bit excessive. I remember the first time I did it, so it was like launch week of Resident Evil 2 Remake. And I was playing it, and I was like, "Oh my god, you gotta do highest difficulty in 2.5 hours, which I was already like, that's kind of tough, but whatever. Without using your other unlocks and only 3 saves. That's too many things. Take one of those out. Either let me use my unlocks, or let me save as much as I want. Like, I said,
There's been an increase in government surveillance.
I even said to my girlfriend at the time, I was like,
Things never change.
I was like, this feels like they've made it so hard they want me to buy it, but there's no option to buy it. And then a week later, after I'd already unlocked it, they released a thing to buy it, or maybe not a week, like a month later. And I was like, there's absolutely, they made that hard because they wanted you to buy the DLC that just gave you the unlocks, 100%. At least RE4 gives you 15 saves. That is true, but then RE4 is a significantly longer game. So that is true. But yeah, RE4 is a little bit more forgiving. But 4.5 hours, is it? 5.5, 4.5? That's quick for Resident Evil 4. You gotta be on it. It does let you use your unlocks though. It doesn't let you do New Game Plus, but it lets you like use the Chicago typewriter and the hand cannon, which you can give infinite ammo as well. So that's not as bad, but it's still tough. Which I'm really glad this game has opted for the point shop system, which is my favorite. Get these upgrades done. Oh wow, those 2 upgrades like took all of my money. Can we get anything? We can get a fiery upgrade for the pistol, thank God. Played the VR game in 4 hours. Oh, that's nice. S plus, we learn S plus on professional on every map in Operation Raccoon City. Oh yeah, Operation Raccoon City. That's just not an easy game in general, to be honest. Like anything above like the easiest difficulty becomes quite a tough game. So it's killing the 4 heroes in 1 match. Yeah, Operation Raccoon City's. I never even got all the achievements on that one. I wouldn't. And also, isn't Operation Raccoon City getting from level 1 to 98? Which was the max level when it launched, is like takes ages, and then the difference between 98 and 99, which is now the max level and was a few like months later, is more XP than 1 to 98, right? If I remember hearing that right, like the difference between 98 and 99 is level 98 and 99 is a ridiculous amount of XP that takes way longer than getting from 1 to 98. Such a weird choice. Where's the ammo? I missed some ammo. Hey, Godshi. Welcome to the stream. Having a good time. Leon's not having a good time. But that's his problem. Where's this ammo? Am I being blind? That's right there. We need to get some fuel. You love these streams. Most RE streamers only know the recent games. Yeah, well, I don't like to... I mean, yeah, you're right. A lot of people like jumped on Resident Evil with the remakes and with 7. And I don't want to like say that's a bad thing by any means, because those games are a lot more accessible to new people. But yeah, I've been playing Resident Evil since I was a kid, and I started with the original Resident Evil and grew up with them, and I think I've played all of them. I think I've played every Resident Evil. The only 2 I haven't finished are Umbrella Corps and Gaiden. I do want to give Gaiden another go. Because Gaiden I feel like I could get through, but Umbrella Corps, ooh, that's rough, that one. That's tough. Even if it is relevant now. I mean, it was relevant somewhat anyway, but now it's like definitely relevant. It's a tough one. It's a tough one to get through. Guided music's your fave. Guided music, I think is decent for a. I see people shitting on Guidance music, and I'm like, yeah, I think it's good for a Game Boy Color game. For a Game Boy Color game is the important part there. You wish RE8 and 7 were on the Oculus VR. I to be honest, so I've got the PS2 VR. PS2? That's not meant. PSVR 2, so for the PS5, which doesn't do 7, which I'm kind of annoyed by because it does 8 and 4, and I wish it would do 7 as well because 7 was on the PSVR 1, and I don't have that. But just, you know, make it backwards compatible so I can play 7 in VR as well. Painting some Warhammer organic juicer? What army are you painting? No, gotcha. There's no such thing as loving Resident Evil too much. Can't love Resident Evil too much. It's the franchise of games that deserves the most love. I think RE7 is a PC VR exclusive. It's not. It wasn't on PC VR. It was only PlayStation 1 VR. PlayStation 1. PlayStation VR 1, which I don't have, and it is exclusive to that. But it would have been nice if they had ported it to the PS VR 2. Would have been nice.
Let me guess. You must be the town lumberjack.
It's the town lumberjack. Ooh. Tempestus Aquilon's kill team. Yeah, there's a lot of dudes that one. Like 11 people on one team? Too many. Give me that chainsaw. Never played it, but we've heard RE7 is the scariest of them all. Resident Evil, in my opinion, yeah, Resident Evil 7 is the scariest Resident Evil. I would agree with that. There are bits in 8 that come close and maybe are as scary, but they're only small sections. So in 8 there's the bit where like a big baby's chasing you, and that bit's pretty scary. And then in the DLC is a bit where there's like mannequins that only move when you're not looking at them. That's pretty scary as well. But overall 7's more consistently scary, I would say. RBTs have more? I don't think the RBTs... I thought the RBTs had 11 including the dog. Maybe if they have 12 including the dog. I don't remember. And they suck, by the way. I use the RBTs in Kill Team all the time and they suck. And I still want to use them because I think they're cool. So I keep trying. but they suck. Give me that chainsaw. I hate to quote more Judge Dredd as I'm using them. Ah, well, I don't know Judge Dredd, so that's the problem. Chainsaw duel. Oh, wait, let me pick that up. Stop spinning. I need that. God damn it. Try find the chainsaw, the pop-up says. I was trying to pick it up. It wouldn't stop spinning. Stupid game. Ah, gotcha. You know what you're talking about. They're mostly black. Their armor's mostly black. Ah. Ah. Okie dokie. Try that again. Being bisected by a chainsaw, burned alive, and eaten all in one go. Yeah. Rough day for Leon.
Gotta fill this up.
Try this again. Give me that chainsaw.
Lumberjack.
Stop spinning quickly then. And it's not as urgent. Leon, you're missing this. There we go. Yeah, poor Leon. Poor Leon. Stop kicking it away, Leon. We need that. We need that chainsaw. Get away from that. Don't you dare try and pick it up. Yeah, Resident Evil 9 sales were crazy. I saw that. 5 million in 5 days. That's good for a Resident Evil game. I think it's the best for a Resident Evil game, right? That's the best we've ever had. So, like the fastest selling Resident Evil we've ever had, right? What I heard. Thank you. Chainsaw duel! Drop my chainsaw. There, stop spinning. Oh. Give me that, please. Come on, die. Please die. He's got so much health. Oh my god, he's still going. Hey, there we go. There we go. Rules of nature. Yes. I remember seeing all the rules of nature edits of Leon parrying the chainsaw with the knife in 4 when that was first shown up in the trailer. That was funny. That was good. Do I think Leon would get on with Dante from Devil May Cry? Let's have a look. Leon, I think Leon would have got on with Dante in Devil May Cry 1 and 2, when he was a bit more sad, I guess. A bit more reserved. See you later, wasn't me, mate. Nice to have you around. See you next stream. But Devil May Cry 3, 4, 5... Dante is a bit too, I think he's a bit too energetic for Leon. He's a bit too wacky woohoo party pizza time for Leon. Because Leon likes to be very nonchalant about it. He'll do these like crazy moves. And then he'll be like, whatever. Whereas I don't think Dante's like that. I did miss DMC Dante. Yeah. Funny that. I don't think anyone gets along with DMC Dante. He's just a wannabe, isn't he? He wants to be cool like actual Dante, but unfortunately, he's not. TV show Dante, so now that depends what TV show you're talking about, because the original Devil May Cry anime, the Dante in that is very similar to Dante from Devil May Cry 1 and 2, because it takes place between 1 and 2, so he's written quite well to be at that point in his life. Until he's introduced to Patty and stuff. But if you're talking about the TV show on Netflix, which I imagine you are, and if I'm being honest, that show did kind of suck in a lot of ways, but I do think Dante's characterization was mostly good in that show. Couple of things here and there, but I thought that was actually one of the few things they did alright. No, I don't think you'd get along with that. That Dante is basically Devil May Cry 3 Dante, right? The TV show Dante. He acts like Devil May Cry 3 Dante, which is a lot of people's favorite Dante. So I understand why that's the one they went with, and it's a good one. But no, I don't think he'd get along with Leon. We got another blister head. What we doing next? Nope, a shot. Easy. Poor guy. Not too much further to go now. We've only got one more part for the detonator and we can leave East Raccoon City. We got 2 parts, and the repair kit's just over there. Probably should grab that actually. The little bit I'm doing now is completely optional, but I'm going to do it because we need the ammo for insanity difficulty. The ammo and the money for the upgrades. We should craft some stuff. Let's do that. Okay, that's that done. Make some more shotgun shells, some more rifle ammo, and some more shotgun shells. Very good. There we go. Loads of space. What are you doing? What are you doing with that concrete? Okay. I just like hit him with the explosive barrel. Not the explosion of it, just threw at him. Cool. Crack it open, Leon. The ammo. We'll go down there in a sec. Just gonna open up the shortcut back to the shop and buy some upgrades. You can get the repair kit over here as well. Repair the detonator. Lots of money. Money, money, money. What can we get? Can we get? Yeah, let's get that. But then, oh, we could max it out, and that'd be all of my money. It'd do so much damage. Yeah. Let's do it. Next time we come back, we'll just buy a bunch of upgrades for everything else. So everything's doing its maximum damage output now, which is good. We got some... Actually, we don't have bosses for a while, actually, but still. The more damage we're doing, the less ammo we're using, is the important thing to remember. The blood! So good. This one first. Got a little bit of money. Money, money, money. Leon? Not enough syllables on that. Nope, that will pass the opening. I did. Down we go. No full damage, Leon. It's like that one level in Outbreak. You know, the one in the underground train station. Like that. Sorry, buddy. Or as Leon would say in Resident Evil 4 Remake, sorry, must have slipped. Spiders! Thought some spawn behind you though. But I guess not. No. There we go. Big dead spider from earlier. We're on the other side of the track now. Reload. Turn the light on. Leon, turn your light on. Okay. That's a shortcut back. Let's unlock that. I don't trust that. Gonna get a grenade, I think. Oh my god, he turned into... How are you alive? That guy turned into mist. Sure, whatever. That's a nice kill. Blood wall. Got a lot of rifle ammo actually. Probably should be using that a bit more. Loads of... Actually, we've got loads of ammo. What the hell? We're on insanity difficulty, right? Why have we got so much ammo? I do think there could have been one difficulty higher than this. I also think there could have been one difficulty between this and standard. I know standard classic is slightly harder than modern, but it is very slight. But I would have liked a difficulty, I don't know, because this is inconsistent. I feel like the difficulty playing as Grace for the first like 2 hours, 3 hours of this game on Insanity is like, that's like top difficulty stuff. And then the rest of it so far at least has been kind of okay, and it could have been harder. So this feels like it's both too much of a step up from standard, and also then later on not enough of a step up from standard. So it's kind of both of those difficulties, and I'd rather it was separated. I wish there was one that was a big step up for the whole game, and then one that was like a little step up like this bit for the whole game as well, rather than just this one difficulty that feels really hard at the start and then kind of okay for the rest. Oh. Buddy, didn't see you there. We need to make some herbs.
You still think about what happened there
Every day.
Day.
that night?
Sherry, be a little more considerate, please. Leon, do you still have trauma about Raccoon City? Yes, all the time. Oh, damn.
Sure.
It's crazy, bro. Sorry for bringing it up.
This isn't the time. We need to focus.
Yeah, more machine gun ammo, why not? We've got so much. I need to use that. Speaking of the difficulty, because you look at these deaths, 33, like 20 of those, if not more, were like the first section as Grace. Like just the first couple hours. skill issue. Yeah, maybe. I think the whole game could have been harder. That death counter should be higher. Upgrades do we want? Let's do the shotgun. Let's get some reload speed. What's this? Stability. Ah, who needs stability on a shotgun? We're using it close range. No, I guess I need a little bit. And then Requiem we can leave. The sniper, let's get some more ammo capacity on that. And we'll get some ammo capacity on the pistol as well. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, I keep forgetting to replenish my armor. Ooh. Can I sell something? Not really, don't want to sell any of this. Alright, well, no armor. Oh, no, I can't go with no armor, surely. I shouldn't have done that, is what should have happened. How do you cut the tongue on a licker? You have to just do a perfect parry as the licker hits you with its tongue. You gotta parry its tongue off. If we get that far, we can try and do it, but I don't know if we'll get to the lickers today. How far are we in? Oh, it's only been an hour and 3/4. We're nearly done with East Raccoon City. Maybe we'll get there. We'll see. I'm gonna sell a grenade. I know that's probably not the right choice because they're quite good, but I want to upgrade my body. I'll repair my body armor. Right, up there. Last part. Last bit of East Raccoon City. Here's the longest bit, but it's the last bit. Shooty time. Shooty. We got so much ammo. Generator. There it is. Fuel. And reload. I like the look of Leon's armor on this one. I guess it makes less sense, but I like that it's just like shoulder pads and elbow pads because I didn't really like the look. I know it makes sense, but I didn't like the look of the bulletproof vest in 4. I liked his tight shirt to be visible. Hardly know her. Oh, they look at nice. Bit delayed there, Zingo, but we got there. Unless that's something else that I've already forgotten that I said. Hop. Put this wood off. Who's barricading all these houses anyway? Who went through this like collapsed building inside barricading doors? I guess they probably barricaded it before the bomb. Nah. They look too clean. And the yellow paint looks too fresh. Someone's done that recently. Delicious ice drinks. Yeah, they don't look that great. They don't look very delicious to me. I've seen deliciouser. Very carefully here, Leon. Very carefully. That would have thrown me off so much if I was doing that. Kicking like a bottle off. I mean, I probably would have just not had the balance to do it in the first place, but I would have looked down once and head would have started spinning. I would have fallen off. How did he know that was going to hold his weight? I wouldn't risk that. Leon's a crazy guy. That was a hold. Watch out for falling lifts. Watch out for falling glass. I like this bit. Don't actually have to shoot any zombies, just shoot with the glass. So the interesting thing about this bit is the way it stops you from getting soft locked
Time to find a way up.
is that anything that isn't attached to the final part of this bit will fall. So for example, if I shoot this now, that one will fall because there's no way of getting to it. Like that. And if I shoot this one, I'm pretty sure, yeah, nothing's attached. All of those will fall. There they go. So to stop you from like getting stuck on an island over there, it just drops them. So if you're over there when that falls, you're just dead. Wrong buttons. Need to use this more. I use my pistol still. I don't need to use my pistol. I'm not saving my ammo for anything.
Let's find those detonator parts.
Hand grenade, shotgun shells, mixed herb. Oh, we can get another stacked hand grenade. Don't mind if I do.
Picked up the
Right. That's it. We got the detonator. Now we need to get out.
Job. Now to get through that gate.
Yeah. Just gotta figure out how to get down from here first.
Detonator hardly no. Yeah, that was a quick one. That was quick, organic juicer. Nice job. What do we want? Do I want to save up for level 3 armor? I think I might. I might not buy anything and just save up for that. Greatly reduces damage, effective against explosions and gunshots, ineffective and durability at 0, can be repaired with supply box. Yeah, we're going to do that one. We're going to save up for that. Just got to get down. A lot of zombies. Oh, we missed a bit. Sniping time. Up he goes. Up he goes. Hey, oh, oh, he's still alive. There he goes. All of them? Like all of them to me. Down. Oh, my axe needs sharpening. About to go into combat without a sharp axe. That would have been bad. Okay, blister head. Wait for him here with this very obvious trap. Eek. And there he goes. To smithereens, I believe that's called. This is a door you don't want to run through. Straight off the edge. Doesn't kill you. You just go run back up. And the reason I know that is because I fell for it the first time I played. And second time. I think these cranes are like nuke-resistant cranes, which I think the BSA erected them after the nuke went. Oh, the bomb went off. I know it's not a nuke technically. How hard is the no blood run? The no blood run, I didn't struggle as much as I expected on the no blood run. I actually did it on standard. I was going to do it on casual. I ended up doing it on standard because it wasn't too bad. It obviously it only affects Grace as well. So Leon's run is just a normal Leon run. Because he doesn't collect blood anyway. The only thing you have to be worried about really is your ammo. Because you don't get any hemolytic injectors. Well, you get one hemolytic injector. And then you get only the ammo you find, as you can't make any. They're really the only problems I had. Other than that, like, you mix herbs together to make big herbs. Can't carry as many as you can with med injectors. But that's still fine. Yeah, the economy still felt balanced but fairly tight. I think that's probably true. The no blood run, I think it's not too bad. If you put it on casual, it'll definitely be no problem. If you're worried about it and you think you're going to struggle, then casual will be really easy. I think. On Insanity it would be quite tough, but on standard it was fine. The one advice I'll give, the hemolytic, so you get one hemolytic injector, and I used it on the butcher guy, big guy, because then you don't have to waste any Requiem ammo on him, because you also don't get much Requiem ammo. And then the Requiem ammo you do have, you either unload it into Chonk, big guy, or if you think you can just dodge around Chonk and leave him alive for the whole run, then use it whenever there's a opportunity to kill multiple zombies in a row. So the bit where you're fighting a bunch of dudes while Emily's like entering the Braille code, there's a good opportunity to use in there, or just before that bit as well. When you first go in there, before you bring Emily there, a bunch of zombies come out. They're in a row. You can take them out. Yeah, and it's not too bad. It's not too bad at all, I would say. Heal up. What are you doing with that? Throwing it about a meter. Nice. You fair, look quite heavy. Oh, off he goes. Be stealth? No. It's a shame. Oh. There's a couple of them. Yikes. That looked like that hurt. How did he fall? Oh, see you later, buddy. Spin that wheel.
Now for the other side.
Now for the other side. How much money do we have? Oh, we might have enough to get the armor. Let's go see if we can get the armor. Yeah, I think we'll have enough. Level 3 armor, only available on Insanity difficulty. There it is. Nice. Bought either of those. Could get a stock upgrade. Get the stock upgrade, I guess. A lot of dudes here. Already got a blister head. Too much for a problem. You just finished your second run, missing 3 files and 5 raccoons. Have you got the shop upgrades that tell you where the raccoons are? Because that helps quite a lot with that. Files you just have to look up, unfortunately. Although, when you look at the files, They are vaguely in the right order of where you find them. So when you see a question mark section, you're like, okay, so it's probably between those two. In the items menu here, you got the raccoon roundup maps, and they tell you where all the raccoons are on the map. One costs 200 CP, one costs 300. So 500 total for both of them. That one you can actually find in game as well. I can't remember where it is, but you can find it in game. This one you have to buy, and they're quite useful. They make little raccoon symbols pop up on the map. In the game. Yeah, they're quite useful to have, yeah. Now the blister head down. Not using any ammo either. Oh, here he comes. I got my axe out! You should have parried! Oh dear. Oh well. Back we go. Not too far back. Trying to snipe this guy before he starts throwing rebars at us. Rebar with concrete. Splatter that wall with blood. Don't do the jump attack. I hate the jump attack. Right, this guy, where is he? There he is. Whoop. Just fill him full of lead. It's the easiest way to kill him. Nope. Try and do some damage to that chainsaw guy before he comes down by blowing him up. Do some damage to the blister head as well. Who told the zombies to make speed? Oh my god, that's a good point. Hold on. Let me deal with this chainsaw guy and then I'll adjust that. Yeah, I wondered the same thing. Who told zombies to make spears? Is there a central zombie intelligence formed over the last 20 years? Is there a zombie king? Maybe there's a zombie king. When you find this, like, with most of these guys, like the chainsaws and the fire axes, they make sense. Because the zombie would just find that and use it how it remembers using it when it was a human. Right? But some of these zombies have makeshift spears. Where have they got that knowledge to make the spears? It's the Mega Mycete. See, organic juices on it. The mold is already gonna... Resident Evil 8's gonna be relevant. And it's gonna be in the DLC. Are we gonna beat the Zombie King of this? Yeah, see if there's like a one Zombie King in Raccoon City who's been going around teaching them all how to make spears. He's like, right, well, you got Leon's coming, all right? We've known for 28 years Leon's coming. You got to wrap the thing around the scissors on the end on a stick. Tape it on. All right, everyone know how to make spears? Cool, we should be ready for Leon when he shows up in 28 years. I don't know, it's the only weapon... It's the only weapon that, like... It looks like the zombies have made it, whereas all the other ones just look like they've picked it up. Here they come. I love looking at all the zombies trying to get out through the windows on this bit.
Now what?
I always love the music on this bit. And why are they ripping... Why and how are they ripping so much rebar out of the ground? Yeah. It takes some real strength to do that. Tried to stab him while he's on the ground. Getting a bit dicey. Ah, didn't sharpen in time. The decomposing bodies, they shouldn't be strong enough. Yeah. You'd think these zombies would be weaker, right? Because they were like old and decrepit. Unlike the fresh ones at the care center. Down he goes. Oh my god. Okay, that's the one I was going for, but I'll take it. Oh, that was the one hit move, one shot move. Nice.
This is
My lucky day.
lucky day.
Oh my god. Gone through that shotgun ammo real quick. We had loads. Let's make some more. Come on, zombies. Oh, they go. Okay, that wasn't the best. Welcome back, wasn't me, mate. How's it going? Also, how come the zombies in the RPD aren't ready for war? They just shamble too, like in Resident Evil 2. That's a good point. Yeah, they haven't got any like spears. I don't know why I turned around and jumped then. That was an accident, by the way. Okay, what the heck did I miss? Well, wasn't me, mate. I'll catch you up. In in this game, a bunch of the zombies have like weapons they had from when they were human, right? Like some of them have fire axes, some of them have like a gun in their hand, some of them have
That took longer than planned.
I can't think of anything else
I found a bike.
off the top of my head. But they have like weapons and they can vaguely chainsaws. And they can vaguely like swing them around, fire the gun a bit. But some of them have like spears. They're like makeshift spears. They're like a long stick with like stuff attached to them at the end. They're like wrapped around like scissors and things strapped to the end. So it looks like the zombies have made them. And Gotchi thinks that maybe there's like a zombie king that is teaching them how to make spears. Don't think that makes sense. Or as Organic Juicer said, maybe it's the Mega Mycete from Resident Evil 8. All the like the shared memories. Let's finish up the shotguns. Reload speed and the snipers. Oh, let's get that, yeah. How would the zombie... See, that's a good question. Gotchi, do you know how the Zombie King would have learned how to make spears in the first place? I have no idea. Oh, sorry, what did Zingo say? I missed that. It's not people who made makeshift weapons to fight off zombies who got infected. We have the logic that firemen have fire axe, survivor have weapon. Yeah, but why didn't they just have guns? We've all got guns. It could be a human arming them. This is all true. This is all... These are all possibilities. Kendo didn't let them in. Yeah. Kendo gatekeeping all the weapons of Raccoon City. God damn it, Kendo. Okay. We've got quite a fun bit coming up. I do need to take a very short break, go to the toilet, get a drink and everything, and I'll be right back. So give me just 5 minutes, and then we'll start the next section. You can wait here with Leon. Look after Leon for me. Leon? Look at chat, Leon. There we go. Cool. Everyone look after Leon. I will be right back. Hello, I'm back. Right, let's catch up. What have I missed? The alpha thing is a big thing in zombie media currently. Yeah, isn't that become like a thing in the 28 Years Later franchise as well? Isn't that like a thing there? So maybe. Zombie King's a sick idea. Yeah, would be cool. See what the DLC brings. Yeah. You hope it's original. Original Nemesis coming back in the DLC would be cool. Hunting BSA instead of going stars, he's going BSAA. It's not quite got the same ring to it, but it'd be cool. Risen from the railgun. We all love Nemesis. Yes, we do. He's my favorite. Because he knows how to use weapons. He does know how to use weapons. He does. Yeah. So maybe he went around teaching all the zombies. He's like, look, I know how to use a flamethrower and a rocket launcher. We could probably make a spear. That was because of Umbrella. Yeah, it was. Yeah, they made him very intelligent compared to other tyrants. Partially to the Nemesis Alpha Parasite. And he can put zombies on blobby things on zombies' heads, yeah. So the zombie, he's like a zombie king, just touches them and gives them their knowledge. So the weird Vegas Dawn of the Dead heist film. Okay. Alpha's having zombie kids. Interesting. Interesting. I'm back. Yes, right. Detonator is missing. We have it. Let's detonate. How are we going to make it all the way to Central Raccoon City in time? Need to get there quickly. What are we going to do? There's only one thing for it. Oh, Army of the Dead. Okay. Off he goes. It's gonna be just like Resident Evil Damnation on the Vendetta on the bike with the dogs.
All right, should make it there in no time.
And the gun he uses on the bike here is the same gun you can unlock for Grace, the Freya's Needle.
Just a few potholes.
Gideon.
This day just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah, this bit's good, Gotchi. This bit's good. It's very silly, but it's very good. Most of the best bits of Resident Evil games are the silly bits. Gideon.
Pups could use more training.
Leon's having a great time. He doesn't like showing it. He doesn't like showing it, but he's having the time of his life on this motorbike. Ow. Bit damage. The city spin all of Resident Evil has been a statue chase in original. Yeah, the Salazar statue chase. Oh, I kind of missed that. I wish that was in the remake. There's very few things in the original that I wish were in the remake. Most of the stuff they took out, I actually agree with them taking out, but I do kind of miss the statue chase. It was goofy as shit, though. I can see why they took it out, because they wanted it to be a more grounded game. But I don't know, I mean, this bit gets pretty crazy as well. And there's some really crazy stuff in Resident Evil 6. The helicopter and plane crash in Resident Evil 6 and Leon just walking away from both of them. That's pretty crazy.
Ken, seriously,
They're all pretty silly.
I don't give up that easy.
Here we go. That's a big old ramp. We see fallen over building. Leon sees big ramp. Hope there's another building on the other side. Oh, thank God. The other half of this building fell over. That's close. Good thing that was there. Alice survives a plane crash into a mountain and nuke in the movies. Oh my God. I mean, Alice survives everything. She's a superhuman, right? So yeah, Alice is pretty insane. We're gonna say Leon.
Should have worn a helmet.
Should have worn a helmet. How do you know it's gonna be safe to ride off the end of that building? He just knew. It's Leon. He just knew. He was gonna figure it out. So was the cloning in the games inspired by the films? Nah. 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 Maybe. They do it differently though. Raccoon City Centre. Here we are.
You should be close to the coordinates.
Yeah, looks like it. I'll take a look around then.
Take a look around. Oh man. Falling over tanker. That's been a big explosion here. All these cars around as well. Must have been a pretty crazy car crash that happened here. It's a interesting emote gotchi. Where's that from? It says Wesker watching, but that definitely looks like Nemesis. It's funny.
Can't believe it's still standing.
There it is. Leon's almost place of work. Oh, Albert F. Musker. Yes, I've seen him. I've seen him. Or them. Seen them streaming. Never watched one of their streams though. Maybe I should. This bit is so cool. This bit is my favorite bits. I kind of wish they'd re-rendered these cutscenes though, rather than just screen recording them, because they're a bit low quality. Bum bum bum. The old RPD hall music.
Sherryman RPD.
It's been a while since you've been back there.
Yeah.
Trauma, yeah. That was a weird fucking puzzle. It sure was, Leon. It sure was. Leon, we come. Go. Got some money. Let's get some upgrades. You don't like the game acknowledges the weirdness. I don't see the problem. I think they need to acknowledge it. It's important, but it's recognized for how weird it is. And Grace early on being like, how do people get in this room normally when she puts the gem in the door? Where's my inventory upgrade? 9:15:7. Give it to me. 9:15:7. Yeah. The weirdness is real in Resident Evil, gotcha. It is real. Carlos also dressed in Resident Evil 3 Remake. That's funny though. Here's a weird fucking door. Remember to pay respects to this guy, Leon. Yeah!
Rest easy, officer.
Rest easy, officer, after being brutally killed by Leon. Hop. Tofu, yeah, we'll see Tofu. Don't worry about that. We'll see Tofu. Zombie King can't penetrate RPD. No, of course not. RPD is sacred in Resident Evil. Big E! Scavenger hunt from Barry. Stars member Barry. Resident Evil 1 and Revelations 2. Chris's jacket from Resident Evil 1. It's beret. I wonder how many people still know what this is. So this was in the original. This jacket was here in the original Resident Evil 2. And in the remake and everything. This jacket was Chris's alternate costume in the original Resident Evil 1. And so that's why it's by his desk. This is Chris's desk. I don't know how many people still know that, but it's interesting. We can open this, but there's nothing in there because you only get it on one playthrough and it carries over. Nothing in there. So we've got Barry's to-do list, and his top priority is to find the missing library book. And it looks like the captain checked it out last. Okay, let's go check what Captain Wesker was doing. So if we open his drawer, and then we wait a second, A library card. Now, Albert Wesker checked out the medicinal benefits of herbs on the 1st of March and then returned it on the 3rd of March. So it should be back in the library. Let's go look for the what was it? Medicinal Advantages of Herbs book in the library. Okay. Let's go see if we can find it. I reckon we can. The book Wesker checked out, the medicinal benefits of herbs. Why would Wesker be looking at the book? Oh dear, Wesker, what have you been up to? Wesker. And then Leon's like, yep, I'm gonna keep that and store it in my files forever. Is it worth getting the Infinite Knife before doing the low blow one? Yes, the Infinite Knife is very useful. I would say get the Infinite Knife and then do it. Because if you stagger them with a headshot and then just start stabbing them while they're on the ground or while they're stood up, you can kind of stun lock them with the knife. And it can be quite useful. Hell yeah, yeah, there it is. There's Wesker's picture. How naughty of him. At least we know how she got the job. At 18 for like an elite stars member. Elite, like SWAT team. Is it canon that Wesker had multiple prints of this photo? I guess so, because we found it in his drawer in 2 remake, and now we found it in the library in 3. He's hidden all over the place. He's a weird guy, that Wesker. He's a weird guy. Right, if we pull this, that should open the gate. Just no one look for a sec while Leon quickly opens it. Yep, see, it still works. Pull the lever, the gate opens. Yes, I mean, Wesker should probably be reviewed by HR for a number of reasons. Another zombie. Rest easy, officer. Ha! Yeah, decapitated. Rest easy. Tofu! We got him. Sorry, Tofu. I look, that's the zoo from Resident Evil Outbreak. We've got Resident Evil 1 with the European cover-up, which is the better cover-up. Got the disc there. Some Street Fighter games. A Sega console that I don't know because I'm not a Sega guy. My bad. Mega Man 8. Very cool. So if you want to show up again anywhere. There he is. Get out of here, Tofu. What are you doing? Silly guy. Ooh, ammo. Remember, all this ammo we find, Leon missed the first time, Claire missed the first time, and then Carlos also missed on Resident Evil 3, so we all missed that ammo. Okay, I think we're ready to move on. On to my least favourite bit of the game, unfortunately. Just for a second. It only lasts about 10 minutes, but it's a bit slow. I wish it was skippable multiple. No, Gotchi, that's not a fun explanation. No, we don't like that. BSA didn't leave any ammo. It was ammo that was missed by Leon, Claire, and Carlos in the RPD.
Covert military units from every country on Earth come to Raccoon City for one purpose.
Sorry, Gotchi. Your answer may make more sense, but it's not as funny. Yeah, I agree, Waylon. This bit, on your first playthrough, this bit is fine, except for the fact where they've put it in the game. It's right in the middle of one of the most hype bits of the game, and it really takes you out of it. I think it would have been fine on the first playthrough if it was before you got to the police station. So when you blow up the gate, you do the motorbike bit, and then it cuts to Grace and Zeno having this conversation, and you do all this bit then, and then it cuts back to Leon getting to the RPD, and you do the whole RPD section uninterrupted. Would have been better. But even then, this bit should be skippable on repeat runs, because all it does is give you story and context, which you have once you've played it once, and you should be able to skip it, I think. Once you've completed the game once. Because there's a lot of this. See, it's even worse than Sherry's bit in 2 for replays. Once again, for replays. I understand first playthrough, it's scary, it has story, there's reasons to have it in the first playthrough. In multiple playthroughs, in Sherry's bit in Resident Evil 2, you're constantly on the move. You're like walking around, you're avoiding the police chief. You sit there, he walks this way, you scooch around, he comes, he checks around. You're still actually playing the game. You're still on the move. In this section, there's so much hide under the bed. Wait. Hide under the table. Wait. Hide behind some boxes. Wait. You can skip the hide behind the boxes, which I'll show you when we get to it. There is a skip for that one, but the other ones there's no skip for. And there's a lot of run this way, run back. Run this way, run back. It's gameplay wise, it's very slow, and it's quite boring to replay, unfortunately. And it's a shame that's right in the middle of one of the best bits of the game, or right before, when the best bit really starts to pick up as well. Come on, Chloe. Her movement speed is slow. Got little legs. Now we hide again and we wait again. Ah! Come on, get out of here. We want to get a move on. Out we go. So with this bit here, after a bit of testing, just that I've done myself, you could, as long as you run to the end of this carpet and then turn around and run back, and then you run through the door and then turn around and come back, the kids at the end should have despawned now. I think. Yep, so then you can run on through. That's the best I can get for saving some time there, from what I've been testing. And then this is the only bit that has a real skip. Because normally there's a really long bit here that is tedious, but you can skip it. So... I thought we were a bit close to it than I was saying. This bit takes ages. Okay. So normally you get this key and you want to go and unlock the... Head up. You get this key. And then you got to go and unlock this basement door. And then what you do, when that kid drops, you run behind those boxes and hide behind those boxes for ages. Yeah, it takes a while you sitting behind the box, but you can actually just crouch here, use the key, open the thing, and quickly jump down. Like that. So you don't have to hide behind the boxes and wait. Wait for the kids to come over and go away again. So save yourself a bit of time there.
Please just be a bad dream. What? Why did they?
Go, little fire engine. I'm sure it'll be okay. Oh no, the little fireman. No. Oh dear. I'm sure they're okay. I hope. I always find it so weird that Claire came down there and just went the other way. Claire was right next to this church with this lab and everything and just completely missed it. When she was running away from Tyrant. Wait, that's the right place. Here we go. Climb up, Chloe. Whee! Good thing that mattress was there. Nearly over. Look, she does a parry. Yeah! She parries that one like Leon does. Nearly over.
What is this place?
Chloe had a bad day. Well, I mean, yeah, she dies. She gets incinerated. It's not a good day. Cool. Now we can get back to the best bit. We're going to watch this cutscene. I mean, I know we're skipping most of them, but we're going to watch this one.
They weren't able to recreate Spencer's key. But now we have the original. We have you. you can unlock Elpis at Ark. That's where we'll go.
So, what? I was made?
Correct.
Yeah.
So it really was all my fault.
What was?
That mom was murdered and she turned into that thing.
What's done is done. You need to focus on the future.
Was she even really my mother?
It's time to embrace your destiny.
Not feeling okay. That's not Mum, that's Leon. Hey.
What the?
Mr. Kennedy, I had a feeling you'd make an appearance. Sorry, but I don't have time to spare.
He doesn't have time to spare. The real Wesker would have 7 minutes to spare. 7 minutes.
Have fun.
Tyrant time. I guess that Wesker's nothing but an imitation. Go. You dealt with him. That's it. Tyrant's gone.
Sherry,
That's all it takes.
wasn't there an orphanage around here?
Yes, there was. Why?
I'm gonna do some digging.
I just sent you the coordinates.
Thanks, Sherry. Oh no, he's still alive.
I don't have time to
Who could have seen that coming? I love this here because he made this hole in the original, well, in Resident Evil 2 Remake, right? He made that hole when Leon walks past. And then he makes this hole now. And in the original Resident Evil 2 on the PS1, he made both those holes when you're running past, but he does it in the same game. So when you run past the first hole, no, sorry, when you're in the conference room, he breaks in to the conference room through that hole that he made first. And then when you leave and walk around, he smashes through the other hole in the wall on the other side, like he does here. So it's like he's made those holes again, but it just took him 28 years this time. Oh, sorry, I'm nerding out. So I like that they did that. You know, he makes the second hole that he made in the original. Yeah, it's a nice little callback. It's the helicopter he lifted originally in the remake.
give me a goddamn break.
He's really messing this place up. Bunch of holes in the wall all over the place. Is there a couple of posts about an RE1 remake in the works? That'd be cool.
Everything all right, Leon?
I'd like to see a remake of Resident Evil 1
I'm good.
in the RE engine. I think that'd be good. The RE1 remake is older than Resident Evil 4.
So why'd you ask about
So-
the orphanage?
You could do with it still.
They're taking Grace to Ark. The orphanage is the entrance.
What is ARC?
Not sure. But apparently it's someplace important.
No, I don't think it'll be the next release. I think the next release will probably be a Code Veronica remake or 5. Probably Code Veronica. I hope they do 1 before they do 5. Take that, BSAA dude. Oh my god. Oh, he was nearly dead. Bit of ammo. How did the cars down here get moved around? Oh, I guess the BSCA were down here. Okay. I'll let him off. I'll let him off. Pirate was there. Got hit by that car. That truck. I think the Code Veronica remake has been leaked a bunch of times, actually. I think that's been leaked to be the next remake for a while now. But who knows? And Zero, apparently, as well. Actually, I completely forgot about that. I see a lot of leaks. Code Veronica and Zero, apparently, which is... to be honest, actually, that's a good choice because they're both games. They're both games where Wesker's relevant. They're both games where Umbrella is relevant. They're both not. Well, they are mainline games. Zero and Code Veronica, they are, but they're not like the main numbered games that people know and talk about as much. But they'd be good to get. They're like one step away from being spin-off games, right? They're not quite spin-off games. So that'd be good to then go... If they're well received, maybe start remaking some more of the spin-offs, or at least continuing them, like Revelations 3, or remaking Revelations 1 and 2, or Outbreak 3, or remaking Outbreak 1 and 2. Things like that would be cool.
That's my fucking daughter. You're a cop. You're supposed to know.
To be honest, I don't think Outbreak 1 and 2 need remakes. We just need, like, an Outbreak reboot of some kind. Like, I don't know what you'd call it. Just like Outbreak Reloaded. I don't know. And it should just be those scenarios reimagined in a new game. Like, not completely remade, but reimagined of 1 and 2 ones. Because... For example, in Outbreak File 2, one of the levels is just the police station.
Never again.
And in Outbreak File 1, one of the levels is just the Resident Evil 2 lab. In the new canon, the police station and the lab are actually quite different layouts to how they were in the original. So those scenarios, for example, would need to be completely different anyway. Yeah, I don't think they should remake it exactly how it was. They should just redo it. Pretty cool boss fight. Stuff. Oh, and that's another point, actually. One of the Outbreak levels is in the hospital, which in the original Resident Evil 3, we didn't see much of the hospital. We only went to 2 floors of it. So Outbreak was set in the rest of the hospital, the bits we didn't see in 3 original, with a couple of rooms that we did see, but mostly in the rooms we didn't see. But now in the remake, we saw basically the whole hospital as Carlos, because they massively expanded the hospital section. So... that level would have to be completely redone as well, because the hospital is completely different layout. Okay, let's finish off. Oh, no, we're not. Can't afford shit. Finish one of these off. Oh, I should repair my armor. Keep forgetting. My hatchet. There we go. Nice and sharpened. Boss fight time. We've got loads of ammo. We've got loads. There needs to be a harder difficulty for Leon, at least. His insanity isn't hard enough. Race's is, Leon's isn't. Although I guess people who are like not as good at the sort of Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 9, Leon
I can stop bastards like you.
high action combat would probably disagree. Actually, they'd probably find it the same. Maybe. Super Tyrant. It looks a little too similar to the 103 Super Tyrant, in my opinion. Yeah, that was a one-shot kill move, Resident Evil 2. Now we can just parry it. Doesn't like Requiem. Ow. Leon doesn't like being hit. I love the parries. Oh, how'd that hit me? Come on, Tyrant. Show me your heart. Leon learned Resident 2. Yeah, it's been a long time. He had a lot of time to practice. I bet every day he was in the shower like, oh man, if I was fighting Tyrant now, I would have done this, I would have done that, I'd have parried this, would have parried that, and now he finally gets the chance to do it all. Ow. Get him. Oh! Okay. You okay there, Leon? Switch to this now. Oop. I meant this. Oh, that hurt. Parry timing was a bit off. Whoopsie.
Not yet.
Stop throwing cards at me, man. It's not very nice. It's gonna do it again. Even after I asked him not to. Oh, nice throw, idiot. Alright. Sorry. Hey, there he goes. Very
I'll
nice.
stop you as many times as I have to.
Cool. Let's head back. Do a little save. Nice. 24,000. What can we get for 24,000? Got nothing. We can get nothing for 24,000. But we'll save up for one of the upgrades for one of these. Cool. Okay, we'll probably leave it there for today and we'll finish up with Ark next time. So that's pretty much all of Raccoon City done today. That's not too bad. 3-hour stream, all of Raccoon City, basically. And then Ark is also really fun. I really like Ark as well. I won't quit to the menu because there's spoilers there. So yeah, that was good. Yeah, the next one will be on Tuesday as normal, I think. Don't think there's anything stopping me from being on then. And we will do Ark. And I think we'll probably get through the rest of the game next time we play. So that'll be good. Yeah, thanks everyone for coming. Thanks for watching. Thanks for chatting. That was a good chat today. And remember to join the Discord if you haven't already. It's in the chat. And yeah, just scroll up a little bit in the chat. It's there. It's in the description on YouTube. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.